if it's happening around you, then you should be aware of it. Like, I'm not saying, like, dedicate all your time to it, but, like, you should be aware of it.
It's important, and it's an important resource to have.
Best to have all options open. I think resources are always a better thing to have on Ryerson campus. I think whether students agree with it or not, it's still a resource that's pretty beneficial to have on campus. So not so much in my opinion, but rather to aid to people who do require it. I think it's a good idea.
That's just some of the students we spoke to that are on board with a proposed group from Ryerson dedicated on spreading awareness about drug harm reduction. However, we did speak to some students that believe that it's not needed here on Ryerson's campus. Well, as of right now, that group won't be here. It was turned down by the Ryerson Student Union, a decision that has the group's president scratching her head.
You know, we should be talking about it because just like anybody else, students use drugs. They are choosing to deny our group status because of lack of research about what our plan is for the year. And I know for a fact, I've spoken with previous folks who were in the previous RSU, people on board, friends and people, other reporters who go to meetings with them, who have said that no other groups are held to this standard. You know, there's a beverage society where essentially they drink beer. There are so many groups. There's anime group. There's multiple religious groups. This is not something that should be controversial.
Alana Fricker has founded the Ryerson branch of the Canadian Students for Sensible Drug Policy. It's a national organization that works with students to influence harm reduction policies and promote drug safety and conversations around drug policy education. There is 18 branches on university campuses across the country. Something Fricker says is important, even though there's a public health office and safe injection site next to campus.
We would love for the school mental health and wellness office to bring things like supplies to students, harm reduction information, but just because there's something nearby doesn't mean a school doesn't need to have it. For example, the services that are used at the works are mostly used by a lot of marginalized folks, people who are in, poverty, a lot of folks who have mental health challenges. Students might not feel comfortable going there. Also, since it's not a school institution, students don't even know about it.
This is one of the only groups to be denied affiliation by the Ryerson Students Union. In a statement to CityNews, the union says they are in full support of these initiatives and would like nothing more to see the proliferation and knowledge sharing of safe drug usage throughout the Ryerson community. But they weren't comfortable approving the club application for two reasons. First, they wanted more information from the group about its events and objects, as it would have been working with students who administer hands-on workshops with medical supplies. And second, the student union wanted more information about the Canadian Students for Sensible Drug Policy and whether its activities would pose a legal liability to the student union. Alana Fricker says she's waiting for Ryerson's Students Union to schedule a board meeting to officially appeal the decision. If that doesn't work, she plans on petitioning. At Ryerson's campus, I'm Brandon Rowe, City News.